It's time for the final week of the regular season of the Treasures of Ruin DPP Pokemon Draft League, and my opponent Nemo has a very scary team led by one of the best Pokemon of all time, Metagross. They also have a pretty cool anti-lead in DPP in Gallade, a Roserade to set up spikes or toxic spikes, Rotom to block my Rapid Spin, as well as a Sandslash to Rapid Spin of their own, Staraptor which can just click Brave Bird and Double Edge into me, an Empoleon which can wall my special Kingdra, and an Arcanine which can be very threatening for Pokemon like my Shaymin and my Forretress. This week we're bringing a very offensive Zapdos with Ominous Wind to two-shot Rotom, Thunderbolt and Hidden Power Flying to deal with the rest of the team. I have Substitute to also avoid Explosion from Metagross. Zapdos Speed Ties or is just faster than all of their team and threatens the entire squad with damage. We're also running max speed on Shaymin this week with Extra Belt, Energy Ball, Air Slash, Earth Power, and Hidden Power Ice, which also hits the entire team for super effective damage, and can two-shot everything on that team. Next up, we have Dragon Dance Kingdra with Waterfall and Outrage, which is really good into my opponent's team outside of Empoleon, but for that we have Natural Gift plus Apricot Berry, allowing us to hit it with a ground physical move. I'm a little worried about their hazards, which is why I have Akaberry Forretress next. This allows me to take a Hidden Power Fire from Roserade and deal with it via Gyro Ball or even just Rapid Spin it away. I can pay back to two-shot Rotom, and I have Earthquake to deal with Arcanine. But Pokemon like Arcanine and of course Staraptor are threats, which is why we have a physically defensive Nidoqueen. To set up Stealth Rock for my team, threaten those Pokemon with Earth Power or Ice Beam in Staraptor's case, Shadow Ball to deal with Rotom, which two-shots it with rocks, and also potentially poison physical attackers with Poison Point. Because I'm fighting a Rotom, I'm definitely bringing Iceman my Purugly to go for Toxic or also to taunt it if it tries to go for Will-O-Wisp. I have Super Fang to deal with Sandslash to wear it down, and Facade is nice because if they do burn me, I can still hit Pokemon like Roserade for incredible damage. So that's my team for the final week of the regular season of the Treasures of Ruin Pokemon Draft League. If you guys have been enjoying it, let me know by leaving a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Also, big shout out to Chris Reed for all the help this week, and of course my boy Pyro Joe for all the editing. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright, this is the final week of the DPP Draft League. I believe we already made playoffs, but still want to do our best here, for sure. If this is Life Orb, I'm just going to go for Hidden Power Fly. They actually go for Trick, which isn't bad because I think Hidden Power Fly is actually super strong into their team. Obviously, they do have Metagross, and they do have Inteleon, my gosh, man. I'm playing Generation 4. I'm tired, guys. My bad. They do have Empoleon, but I'll take this. I think that Hidden Power Fly is just really, really strong. And they gave me a Choice Scarf, so actually I'm going to check to Agility Metagross. I'm going to check to Staraptor now as well. This just becomes a lot stronger of a Pokemon. I was Substitute for Sleep Powder and things like that, but I really like this a lot. And now what I can do is, I think I can safely bring out Iceman, potentially on Shadow Ball. They can't Volt Switch, they do go for Shadow Ball, perfect. And what we can do is we can actually go for Super Fang. The reason I'm going for Super Fang is because I think something like Sandslash should come out. I unfortunately miss, which is what it is. I'll taunt, that way they can't get up hazards on me as they go for Stealth Rock, beautiful. And we can bring out our Expert Belt Shaymin, which is super strong. Now that like Gallade's taking damage and Rotom's at that percentage, we could bring you out. I'm going to Energy Ball, see how they want to respond to this. And then Sleep Powder is obviously very scary. Dragon Dance Kingdra looks really good too. My Air Slash isn't going to do much, right, to Roserade. 50, 47, even just max. I did 9 with that, which means that is a possible roll. I doubt they Sludge Bomb. I'm going to go for Air Slash. Oh my gosh. My bad, fam. That's huge. I don't know if they did Sludge Bomb. I thought Sleep Powder made a lot of sense, and also a Hazard I think made a lot of sense too. That means they were more offensive. If they did have Sludge Bomb, obviously they killed me. Otherwise, they didn't kill me with anything. That was a huge turn. There's no weakness policy either, so I don't have to worry about like weakness policy, agility, Empoleon, and things like that. And again, them giving me a Scarfer means I'm pretty good into them too. So big day for Van right there. But they still do have Ice Beam on Empoleon, so my Zapdos can still be frozen. And I've gotten a Pokemon frozen, I think, every single battle this draft league. So we'll see how that goes. So they bring out their Metagross. Again, just something I'm just going to keep hitting. There's no reason not to hit everything. They do go for agility. If they want to explode, that's fine. We can make the Forretress play. I also just live literally everything. Frozen. It's Life Orb. Okay, so I can go for payback here. We don't really care too much about Sandslash coming in, which I do unfortunately crit. Kind of same thing, right? I always go Shaymin even if they have extras or they can't kill me. I don't care about rocks going up because look at the rest of their team and look at the move energy ball. Look how strong it is now into their whole team. And Rotom is not really too much of a factor. The biggest threat would be agility Empoleon, which I just got to hit. And then I'll hit it with my natural gift from Kingdra, and then I'll knock that out. So, and Staraptor basically kills itself, I think, before it wins. And I also have the chance of poison points. So I feel like this is kind of a really bad position for them because they just lost. I mean, low-key, their best answer to this Pokemon, right? So we go for the Energy Ball again. I like that we're using this over Seed Flare. Now, shout out to Chris Reed. What do you have for me? Rotom most likely comes out. Maybe. Is it Raptor? Do you have Raptor in the back? It's either that or Empoleon. I definitely hit Empoleon no matter what with Earth Power. Am I too weak to Sandslash if I do that? I don't think so. I mean, I did miss Super Fang on Sandslash, so it would have been really low, but like, there's a big difference, especially if they did go for Sludge Bomb. So you can't really say one equals the other because it doesn't. So they end up bringing out Rotom. I'm still going to go Perugly, I think, no matter what, as a Thunderbolt there. And I believe that's to knock me out, I believe that has to be Specs, in my opinion. So we'll bring you out. Like, I think you have to be Specs to knock me out there. Gonna get on my rocks as Gallade most likely comes out, and then we can go into Forretress here. So that means that my Shaymin does most likely outspeed. I kind of wish I had Explosion here, right? Because we bring out Forretress on Ice Punch. We do tank the... let me see how much Payback does. Actually, I can just open Calc Dex. 33 to whatever. Yeah, Gyro Ball is always my play. Even if they want to spin, that's fine. We can spin as well, so it's kind of like the same thing. And then I can just bring out my Shaymin again. They do go for knockoff. Getting rid of my extra belt, I don't know if it's going to matter too much. Maybe you can live now. Maybe Gallade lives too. But if they give me this, I'm in such a good spot. I'm pretty sure the last mon, because they're not playing like it's a Raptor. It looks like this is just offense with like Specs, Rotom, Scarf this, Rocks. This is most likely Spikes, Roserade. And then again, Agility and Empoleon in the back to try and win. But every single time Shaymin comes in here, it feels like I just get a kill with this Pokemon. And again, a lot of that has to do with Roserade. I'll probably talk after if what their moveset, what they went for, etc., etc. But Gallade comes out, which I am going to be faster than, and can go for a second Energy Ball just to knock out. And that'll leave us in a good spot. Again, I'm assuming it's Rotom in the back. I mean, excuse me. I'm assuming that Empoleon's about to come out real soon. But they're also extremely weak to Dragon Dance Kingdra now. So that's real nice. Rotom comes out. Shadow Ball is going to come out. I can go for Energy Ball. I'll live one. Yeah, pretty easily. Oh my god, that did nothing. That's Specs, right? That's just standard dot. I don't want a random Custap to be here, so I'm actually going to switch out. They go for another Shadow Ball. Cool. Go for a Payback here as they bring out Sandslash. I think it's the same thing. I just go for another Payback. Yo, stop. I'm talking to my... That's insane. That's actually crazy how much that's doing. How much did my Gyro Ball do to this homie? 14. I guess Payback's always the play anyway. They knock me out and then I get to attack regardless, right? So we go you. Is it Staraptor in the back is the thing. But I believe Nidoqueen lives because we're fully Fizz Def and then we get enough ice damage off on them. Oh, I should HP Ice here. Just in case it is Staraptor, so I do enough damage to it. Because HP Ice will knock out Sandslash and it'll also do a lot to Staraptor too. It is Empoleon. Want Earth Power just for the chip. They do Agility. We talked about this being a potential endgame. I think at this point, I just end up sacking you. It could be sub Pattaya, but I think we can go Kingdra now. I Natural Gift Ground, knock him out. I could get Ice Beam frozen now. This will be the part of the game where they Ice Beam freeze me. They do not Ice Beam freeze me. So Natural Gift is going to pop them. And that should be an Energy Ball win now. This thing this thing's strong, man. My god. Shaymin'S going to come out, go for Energy Ball here, and then Energy Ball is going to clean up the game. Yeah, really nasty on the Rose Raid. I'm glad we were able to show off the natural gift at least, but really, really nasty crit on Rose Raid. That kind of just like, I also just kept critting them. I'm going to be honest. This is a GG. Yeah, this is still a little, not the cleanest game, but we end up winning our final game of the DPP Draft League. We are in playoffs. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.